Spider cunt grandpa, who has been sitting by just watching Mr. Piggy get his ass handed to him, launches his own attack by spitting pear-sized venom pellets. Disgusting. Lofi shouts at Dory and Broggy before grabbing a plant tray, and gnawing on it and turning it into a baseball bat and helmet. This is gonna look so much better animated. And knocking the pear-sized pellets away from everybody nearby. They explode, destroying the nearby parts of the island. The fact that the Gorosei appear to be near impossible to beat has a Luffy a little freaked out. But Dory and Broggy tell him they look like animals that are found on Elbaf. Does that mean there are animals like that are in Elbaf, or like demons, or or what? They also tell them, Dory and Broggy also tell him that their only job was to grab him and go. They don't need to fight. So they need to leave. We then move to Nami's group, where we have Nami telling Jinbei to hurry the fuck up and get back to the ship. Jinbei is telling her that they are almost there. We then move to Bonnie's group, where we see a bunch of Marine admirals in front of the ships that the Giants came in. We can summarize that Frankie's group are not leaving with the rest of the crew on the Sunny. They're leaving with the Giants, so this means the crew is split up. So they're probably going to be whacked by the Marines. The Giants are going to get whacked, the Marines. We then move to a Marine ship where Kizaru is bitching about his wounds and is probably a little depressed about having to kill Vegapunk. But Vegapunk's not really dead, because I'm assuming Chopper is going to revive him somehow. We then have the Marines screaming about something huge moving on the island. And it's not some motherfucking giant that Dory and Broggy brought with them. It's the Iron Giant. It's moving on their own. I kind of feel like, does this mean it will make an appearance on Vegapunk's message? Because then remember, the transponder snail cams are all around the island. But we can also summarize that it's caught the appearance of the Gorosei as well. So, is this the message that Vegapunk wanted to spread to the world? The giant and the Gorosei's true forms. Also, the Iron Giant is mumbling something under its breath. It is apologizing, saying, "Joy Boy, please forgive me." I'm assuming it's waiting for him, but it also seems to be a sentient being as it can move on its own. Could it also be its own race? Like, is it related to the Giants of Elbaf, or is it related more closely to Oars, the ancient giants? I don't know. I want to know. It's gonna be an interesting 3 weeks, and God, Oda gave us a really, really great cliffhanger. The Iron Giant moving. Damn. I like it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to buy me a coffee, you can buy me a coffee and buy me a coffee, and bye. Hey my lovely little snakelets, it's Hebi here, and today we're going to be reacting to One Piece chapter 1100. Is that correct? I don't know. It's 11. I don't know. I'm not feeling well. There's been a change in weather and I get sick when the weather fluctuates from being hot to cold. It's finally hit autumn or fall, as you Americans call it. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, please do. If you would like to join the Discord to keep up to date, you can do that as well. If you would like to support me by buying me a coffee, you can do that. All links are down in the link tree down below. Let's start off with some news. Where is it? So let's start off with the big news. One Piece is taking a huge 3-week break. This is not the first break we've had recently. We had Oda's eye surgery last year, and then I think the break he took for the live action, and I think we need to face the fact that Oda's probably reflecting on the passing of his mentor Toriyama and his own health, because Toriyama's death wasn't something people saw coming. It was a subdural hematoma, guys. That means that it was probably something they suspected he could have survived, as a subdural hematoma is a brain bleed, but sadly that wasn't the case. And with a subdural hematoma, you usually have to get a CT scan to have it confirmed, and they are not fun. Speaking from experience, they are not fun to go into, and anything regarding head trauma should be taken seriously. So it's scary, and I can understand why Oda is very concerned about his health after this passing. It's a big, huge thing. You know, Toriyama was relatively young for his age. It was not like he was a man of 90. He was a man of 60, and he passed way before his time. But let's move on to the chapter, shall we? Yes, also we're getting the chapter. The chapter should be back. We should be getting chapters officially before the 21st of April, so the scan should drop. They usually come out on a Saturday, so probably 18th, 19th. So that should be exciting. The last little bit of a recap. Mars broke in. Oh yeah, we should go with the chapter name, shouldn't we? The chapter name is Sunshield. Okay, cool. Could we not have come up with a better name? No. Quite sure there's a better name for that, but whatever. I don't know what the Japanese name was for it. Anyway, so the last chapter, Mars broke the barrier shield, whatever the fuck it's called, I don't know, with his disgusting ugly bird beaky. He then spotted Jinbei, right? Jinbei has noticed Mars and runs to grab Jinbei and yeets the fuck out before Mars can get to him. This is only within the first like 2 or 3 panels. Right. That Jinbei is racing towards Zoro. Zoro is mad because he has not defeated Lucci, and Lucci's just standing there completely cut up and almost he's kinda sorry. Kinda got that Luffy little boa around him, but not quite. Lucci's standing is standing, but he's unconscious, and Zoro's mad because Lucci's not defeated. This means it's a draw, not a win, and he can't accept that it's a draw as he has to win as it's a loss if it's a draw. This is male logic at its finest, clearly. If it's a draw, it's a loss. I don't understand it. Sanji, obviously on the transponder now, asks Jinbei if he's gotten Zoro yet. Gotten out of the battle zone. To which Jinbei replies, no, not yet. Zoro is currently acting like a 2-year-old. And he says, Lucci is unconscious, so you have practically won, Zoro. So stop being a complete and utter fucking moron and let's leave. He then apologizes to Lucci and uses fishman karate to escape the battlefield before Mars can make his descent. We then have Mars making his descent and he starts to interrogate Lucci. Let's face it, that's essentially what it is. Lucci, freaked out by this form of the Gorosei, divulges the information that is required of him. This information is 1. York's location, 2. The location of the other Straw Hats, 3. Information about the other Cypher Pole member / the location of the Seraphims, 4. Kaku's location. I also do find it funny he's not mentioned Strasky as well, because she is a Cypherpole agent, so either she's dead or he doesn't know her status right now. And yes, I do understand he finger shot her, but she is still a Cypherpole agent. Anyway, Mars flies off back to the lab, most likely to destroy it after, Lucci begs him to spare Kaku's life. Clearly, Kaku is the only one worth saving. Not really. We then move back to the main battlefield where Dory and Brookie are catching up with Luffy mid-battle. Sorry, that's me taking a cup of a sip of tea. Yeah, no coffee today. It was a little bit too birdy last night. Well, yesterday. They're just chilling, having a conversation, catching up on old times. Dory and Brookie, not Dory. I'm an idiot. Lets Luffy know that Sanji said he'll meet up with him on the other end of the island, so hurry the hell up and don't keep the crew waiting. Top Man Warcry, aka Mr. Piggy, yes, that is what I fucking named him. If you have a problem, go fuck yourself, because he is a piggy, is getting a little bit annoyed, along with Mr. Spider Cunt. Along with Grandpa Spider-Con, the audacity of the Giants to come in and just have a casual conversation with the person that they are fighting. Like it's just a Tuesday morning tea. Dory then blasts a horn, grabs a horn and blasts it. to notify all the giants that they have gotten Luffy, and they need to get the fuck back to their ships. The horn seems to anger Mr. Piggy, and he releases a blast of Conqueror's Haki. The blast seems to have an effect on Luffy's body and the island somehow. Dory and Bergie question who the fuck the Piggy is and ask if Luffy's okay. Mr. Piggy then tries to attack them, but is deflected. This enrages Mr. Piggy, and he asks how the fuck they are all tied together. I guess by fate. The power of friendship. Clearly, Mr. Piggy has never watched Fairy Tale. Dory and Bergie reply by saying Luffy is their friend. See? Friendship! It's the only thing that matters, guys. Shonen manga. Friendship is important. See? Friendship. I need to have drugs, clearly, to get me going. What was it? Yeah, friendships and allies. And then smash their shields into Mr. Piggy's face.